Hi. Hello, everyone. Hope you are all well. We are live and getting ready for our live offering for today. My name is Quodicia Quo Johnson. I am taking over the Dallas TRHT account with all gratitude to Dallas TRHT and the amazing work that they do. So we have a live offering for you for today. And I am waiting for my wonderful and amazing co-facilitator, Stefanie Tovar, to join me in just a moment. Waves to everyone. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for joining. Again, my name is Quodicia Quo Johnson, and I am taking over the account for today. We can have the opportunity to share in space so that we can have the opportunity to experience some of what to expect for next week. Hi, Stefanie.
For some reason, I can't hear, but I don't know if that's my device. It might be my device. Can you hear me, Quill?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
How strange. Hold on, let me see what's going on over here. You can
Can
keep on
everyone
talking.
hear both of us? Hi, Christian. Hello, everyone. Hello. Let me know if you cannot hear me. Want to make sure. Stephanie may be having some connection issues, and that's okay. So for those, okay, thank you. It's Joy Jackson. Thank you. So Stephanie, they can hear both of us. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear. I don't know what the deal is. Let me go ahead and try something else. I apologize, y'all.
That's okay.
I can hear now. I had to
Oh, you
take
can
the
hear
mic
now?
out. Yeah. Keep having us, y'all. It's just that's how it's gonna go.
It's okay. Let it resonate, right? Let it
Oh,
resonate. Let it breathe. Let it
yeah,
fill the
let it
space.
breathe. I'm glad you can hear us both, Christian, and I'm glad you're here, Jory. Look at all y'all here already. Yes.
Hello, everyone. So again, I'm going to introduce myself. Thank you all for joining us in this space. My name is Quodicia Johnson, or Quo Johnson, and I am here with the wonderful, the amazing, the beautiful, spirited, beautiful faced, beautiful everything, Stefanie Tovar. We are here to share space with you, but also to provide a midday healing, midday mindfulness, midday grounding. There's a lot going on, so we want to make sure we have that space. I am taking over the Dallas TRHT account because they have been so gracious to allow me to do so to facilitate this space with us today. Stephanie, you want to tell everybody about yourself?
Sure. So my name, hi y'all, is Stefanie Tovar. I go by the pronouns she, her, and ella porque soy Latina. And I've been
Oh,
in the world of, before it was performing arts, traveling internationally, got to see a lot of different communities and also witnessed myself in different environments, which I think was pretty telling. And also access the healing benefits of tapping into the arts, how much that can help us express the truth of ourselves and let it be celebrated, right? And so I was able to travel, and then I ended up embarking on the spiritual path of being a wellness facilitator, and I've been doing that for over 12 years and have been very intrigued to really interconnect all the parts of myself because I think all of us have had different experiences of compartmentalizing ourselves, separating and severing parts of ourselves to be in these spaces, different spaces. And I am really interested and invested on what it means for us to be whole and what it means for us to be navigating through this world whole and expressing ourselves as complete beings and celebrating that in one another. And so that's what makes me so excited about being here with Chloe and being here with you, Dallas TRHT, and all of y'all. So exciting, so exciting. How about you, Chloe? You want to tell us more about you too?
yes. Just briefly. So my name again is Quodicia Johnson, but I also go by Quo completely open to that as well. My work is as an equity specialist, but my background is in the arts. I'm a classically trained pianist, and I'm also a spoken word artist, visual artist, complete art nerd. So anything of created from within for others, for us together, I'm all about it. I come into this work in understanding the need for racial healing and healing in the ways that we come together. My work centers human connection. My work centers accountability in a space that uplifts who we are as individuals, regardless of the things that we've inherited, right? The empowered ability to move forward together and to heal together, to heal the harm together, to be accountable and to be free of the systems that tell us that we should believe otherwise. So that's briefly about who I am. What we'd like to do is open the space for everyone joining us. Tell us about yourselves. Tell us where you are. And most importantly, we want to check in. It's important that we give space to the fact that we experience so many things, especially for the Texas community and what took place last week. So let us know how you're doing. Let us know where you are. Let us know what you need.
Yeah.
Feel free to be active in the chat, everyone. We're going to pay attention, I promise.
Yes, we want this to be a collaboration, which is another thing about our event that is happening March 2nd, is that it really is something that we are going to co-create. We don't want it to be just us in a vacuum. So we definitely want to hear from you, where you are, how are you, do you have power, do you have heat, do you have resources, do you need resources? Because Quill and I are here to try to figure that out too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And as we move into the space, as Stefanie just mentioned, we are presenting this live offering today. Hello, Plano, Texas. Hello, Dallas. As we are, Houston, shout out H-Town, as we are moving into spaces, we are preparing for a community healing circle for next week. It will be on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So it is reservation required, but that's because we want to make sure that we know who's in the space and that we properly prepare to embrace everyone in the space. That means something. And so as you're letting us know where you're from and how you're doing, I ask that we center ourselves. I ask that we center collective and community healing in this and in the space that we'll have with you for about 30 minutes or so. So with that, I'd like to have the opportunity to discuss healing. Hello, Dallas. To discuss healing. Stefanie, you mentioned that healing is important in the work that you do. Can you share a bit more about that?
Yeah, well, for me, at first I witnessed healing as a performing artist, releasing through voice, through dance, through performing arts of different kinds. And then there came a time as a professional performing artist not being able to really express my truth due to tragedy that affected and impacted me. And so with that, I ended up turning over to other wellness practices and found access to be able to shed tears and just be truth and be with truth, in yoga spaces initially, and was able to facilitate yoga and have been facilitating yoga for quite a while. And also at the same time have witnessed not only these wellness spaces can be fantastic for individual healing. However, there is that moment where we can get caught in that loop of self-care and self-healing, and we forget about collective care, collective well-being, collective healing. And especially since COVID has come about, I feel like this is a time for us to really step forward and step up to really consider what collective well-being means and how to advocate for ourselves, but also each other. And with time, I ended up finding actually Hanuman Homies, which is a yoga outreach nonprofit that's meant to help support access to resources, help provide tools of wellness to humans that don't really access or have access to wellness, because let's face it, wellness has a pretty hefty price tag when we consider how it exists in these days right now. There are more of us moving forward towards offering things at donation based. It has been happening. I have been noticing that collectively since COVID. And we can always do more, right? We can always do
Right.
more. And
Right.
so that is what makes me so excited to be here with you, Quo, and to be here with Dallas, TRHT, so we can really consider what it means to advocate for ourselves and each other, to really step out of our own lives and our own realities and really come into experiencing collective reality. It's like Quo and I were actually talking about this yesterday, how we have, with what happened here in Texas, like we all had different experiences, right? Some of us had no power, some of us had intermittent, and I think it could be very easy for us to stay invested in what we have witnessed in our own homes and in our own neighborhoods, but our reality, our individual reality, is not the collective reality. And so this is a big reason why we're coming together, is to really go like, hey, what's it like for you? Like really, because we can only know our own embodiment experience. That's all we can know. We can't even begin to imagine or comprehend the life that someone else is living. And so that's what it's about. What about you, Quo? What makes you awaken to the awareness of healing and gets you jazzed about moving forward?
The facts that we are all in a system that does not honor who we are. Even those who supposedly mostly benefit from the system are definitely experiencing paralysis right now, as we have a call to honor and to value and to embrace and to uplift and to amplify different voices. Those who have had advantage before are in complete paralysis right now. And in the love that I experienced from Christ and in the love that I experienced from different communities, and knowing that nobody wants to live like that. No one should have to question their own humanity, nor should we question the humanity of others. And through this, it is necessary for us to connect. But connection without equity, right, without truth, connection without making things fair, connection without healing is just silencing. And so as I saw that so many spaces were calling for healing, but in reality, it was a lot of silencing that was going on, because the healing was being kind of construed as comfort for some, safe spaces for some, not safe spaces for others. And so even in that, we lose out. We lose out on the beautiful things that we can do together. We lose out on the beautiful ways that we can learn from one another, that we can connect, that we can respect each other in our differences, that we can love and value each other in our differences. And so healing, healing is what is necessary for that. For everyone who's joining us, we'd like for you to join the conversation. So let us know in what ways healing matters to each of you, and in what ways healing takes place as we're talking, because we'll talk, but we want to speak with you as well before we get into our offering. We want to give you the opportunity to get to know us so that you know what to expect for next week when you're joining us for 90 minutes. And even in this, Stefanie, you mentioned that wellness is expensive. It should not be, right? We said self-care is radical in so many ways, because so much of what we do tells us that we should not care for self. There is this misconstrued kind of notion, and that it's not the same as selfishness, right? It's not the same. But there is this understanding in that sacrifice for the community means sacrifice of self in a way that actually does not benefit community. And so as we look at the value of community and how community takes place in so many different spaces, so many different ways, yes, the people around us, but the people with whom we have connections, that we can create connections, that's community. And in order for us to do that, we have to practice self-care. And in spaces of healing, we have to uplift truth. We have to uplift the understanding that we are capable. And we have to uplift the ideology that we are meant to be connected. So everything that kind of separates us, you got to go. Gotta go. Including our own hang-ups, including our own kind of defense mechanisms that are natural, including the ways in which we have come to embrace and survive through trauma that has been embodied within our own persons and within our practices and how we engage with others. Yes. It's okay to let go. It's going to be hard, but we can do it, and it's okay to let go.
Yes. What I did want to uplift what Common Simple Beautiful wrote. Yes, safe space for some, not for others. Yes, exactly. Yeah. And that's a thing too. Can we acknowledge the fact that some of these spaces, even after we invest and take the time to come into these spaces, they still don't feel safe, right? Mm-hmm. And all of us get to define what safe actually even means. And we won't be able to even understand what that can mean for community unless we actually listen to each other and let each other reveal these truths and let themselves be in these brave spaces, not safe spaces.
Right.
And yes, Ruben got soul, meant to be connected. That's exactly right. Meant to be connected. And that's the thing, us being together right now, we're disrupting this big system that wants us divided, that wants us separated. So by being together, we're already doing the work, y'all. We already are. So I'm already celebrating, y'all.
And even in doing the work, these are the types of things that can take place that are meaningful, that do not have to be expensive, right? People should have access to environments that honor who we are. We should not have to pay for those environments. We should not have to pay to feel uplifted. We should not have to beg. We should not have to write dissertations of why it is important that we are uplifted. Because, again, it allows us to kind of have spaces in which, yes, there will be times where, because of the system, that we will have to continue to fight against things. But the more conversations we have, the more space we share together, the more space we create together, the more power we have. Healing is power, and that is on us to own. That is on us to expand. That is on us to take in as well.
The gift of healing, too, I have come to witness is that as we heal and we reveal our truths, we get to reveal humanity and bear witness to it within one another. And so the more we come together and are able to release these truths, the more we're able to be human with each other. I mean, that being said, I feel like maybe we should go into a little bit of meditation, Chloe. What do you
Absolutely. Yeah. So for those who have joined us, we do thank you for allowing us to kind of share about ourselves and our work. We would like to now turn everything to you. We would like to turn all of our attention to you. We cannot see you, but I want to go through the process of being able to experience sharing space with you. So for those who are and can, I'd like to ensure that you're seated, right? We're going to get into some embodiment, that you're seated in a comfortable position. If you can, allow your feet to rest on the ground. Feel grounded. Feel the earth supporting you. Feel everything that you need supporting you right there in the space that you're in. I invite you to take your hands and rest them on your thighs. Palms facing up to the sky to receive the things that people have for you, the beautiful things that people have for you. I invite you to either lower your gaze or close your eyes, whichever is most comfortable for you. And I invite you to inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale once more and exhale. As you continue to inhale, I ask that you take in the things that you need and exhale, sending your awareness from self. Fill up the space that you're in currently. Inhaling once more and hold for 2, 3, 4, and exhale. Inhale once more. And exhale. As we continue to breathe our presence into the space, I ask that you consider what it means to heal. I ask that you consider what it means to experience healing. I ask that you consider how it feels in your body to connect with others, to connect in truth, to learn and release. Inhaling once more. And exhale, filling that space with the things you'd like to receive. Inhale once more. And exhale. And Stefanie will lead us through affirmations.
So after coming into that awareness of gathering what it is that you need, I invite you to continue to cast your eye gaze down or keep your eyes closed and place your hands onto your heart, allowing the inhale to be a way to gather up these things, what it is that you need. And with the exhale, allow your heart to ease, allow your hands to ease down. Heart rising with awareness of all that you are gathering just by breathing, by being here. And exhale to release, to rest. 4 more big breaths of gathering and resting. Gather and rest. Is there a way to shift these words of healing into the affirmative so that we can say yes to what it is that we need and to say yes to being ready to receive it? So if it is rest that you wish for, maybe you can inhale the words I am, exhale the word resting. Maybe it's healing, breathing in the words I am, breathing out the word healing. Breathing in, affirming that which you are, this beautiful body breathing. And exhale to affirm what it is that you are breathing into. And we can continue to keep our eyes closed with our hands on our hearts, breathing these affirmations into existence and celebrating our body's breathing simultaneously. Or perhaps you'd wish to flicker your eyes open and share those words of affirmations here in the chat so that we can say yes with you, so that we can affirm what it is that you are receiving. What is it that you are receiving? What is it to heal, to be in community? Breathing, heart rise. Exhale, heart ease. Rising and easing together. I am enough. Yes. Perhaps we can all practice that. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, enough. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, enough. One of the words or affirmations that I love to turn to is breathing in, I am. Breathing out, healing. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, healing. Because in the affirming of our own healing, we get to be healing instruments to one another. We get to support in the healing of collective. Breathing, oh yes, Abigail. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, connected. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, connected. And I'm going to be offering y'all some music now. I have this harmonium. It's a beautiful instrument of yoga. It has traveled across landscapes, so I want to honor the South Asian ancestors that have helped make this instrument, this tool of healing possible. Yes, I am loved. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out love. offering these words with song. This is going to be improv. Flowing, collaborative. With you, we are improvising, we're creating, we're co-creating this world in which we can all be liberated. We can all heal. We can all transcend. We can be together. Look at this. COVID didn't keep us away from one another. We're still here. We are still here. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am connected. I am connected. I am connected. I am connected. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am healing. 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 There's a word, a beautiful offering from the beautiful South Asians, practitioners of yoga, honoring their roots. The sound J is a sound to uplift and offer great gratitude towards Ma, a beautiful, beautiful universal sound of mother. Just thinking of that, how the word Ma is in many of our mouths. Mama, mamacita, mommy, ma.
And as Stefanie rejoins us, I ask that we continue to focus on the breathing and focus on the space that we have together. In this and in the words that have been shared, in the ways in which we have connected, I invite us all to start to share those affirmations with one another, to start to share the ways in which we would like to extend blessings to one another. I invite everyone to continue to inhale and exhale. Inhale once more and exhale. Bringing our awareness from the spaces in which we feel closer back into our heart space. Inhale once more. Taking in everything you need. Exhale. Placing your hands on your heart. They are now yours to keep. They are yours to have. They are yours to own. They are yours to share, to let go. Inhale once more. And exhale. I invite you to lift your gaze or flutter your eyes open, whichever is most comfortable. And as we come to a close for our offering today, I'd like for us to share the blessings we want of ourselves and of our loved ones with one another. I invite us to speak those things into the space by placing them in the chat. I will share my word and my blessing that I'd like for each of you, and that is peace. I hope and may your days be peaceful. May they be filled with ways in which you yourself are supported. May they be filled with ways in which you know that you matter. And feel free to continue to put those affirmations into the space. Welcome back, Stefanie.
Yeah.
I'm inviting all of our guests to share affirmations into the chat, to share blessings that we'd like to send to one another as we bring our space to a close today. My word was peace.
Mm-hmm.
I am deserving of support. Yes.
Well, yeah. Growth, grace and growth. Yes. I'm enough. Joy.
I'm enough. Joy. Yes. And as we continue to gather, as we continue to experience what it means to heal in different ways, in different spaces, with different communities, we all deserve it. We all need it. And we can all partake in it in ways that honor who we are, but that also honor the ways that we are connected to one another, because that is what this is about.
Yes.
May your
Yes.
days be filled with all the beautiful blessings and affirmations that have been shared thus far. I am going to take this time to remind everyone to take time for yourself, take time to center, take time for some midday mindfulness. Feel free to follow us for resources, especially for those who are still experiencing issues and difficulties because of the storm from last week. Please take care of yourself and your loved ones, and know that we will also participate in helping to take care of you and your loved ones. So we will be sharing resources from our own channels. Stefanie, how can they find out more about you?
You can follow me at Stefanie Tovar here on Instagram, or StefanieTovar.com. That'll help connect you to. And if you misspell my name, Stefanie Tovar, StefanieTovar.com, you'll still be able to access me. So, yeah. And thank you, Abigail. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, all the beautiful humans that have joined us. Thank you for all of your contributions. It really has meant a lot to have you all contributing to the chat and being in dialogue with us. Truly, truly. And yeah, tell them how they can find you, Quo.
Oh, yes. You can find me at Quo Johnson. Everything is Quo Johnson, Quo Johnson. I am taking over Dallas TRHT account for today to offer this space and to be in space and share space with everyone. But absolutely, we want to thank you all for joining us. If you have not already done so, please make sure you register for the circle that will be taking place next Tuesday. So we have a week from now. Registration does close on Sunday, the 28th of this month. This will be the first of many different spaces that we will be offering as a part of Dallas TRHT, as a part of the very necessary work that needs to be done to create a world we have yet to see, but worlds that we've experienced bits and parts of. And it's up to us to walk in that power to make sure that we create what we need in ways that we need them, and in ways that uplift ourselves and others. So with that, thank you all for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you again, especially for any random midday mindfulness. Please keep the lookout for that. Stefanie and I will continue to do these beautiful spaces. Yeah. So with that, thank you all for the love. Thank you for the support. And hopefully you have a beautiful day and a beautiful rest of the week.
See you later, and we get to see your beautiful faces. We can't wait. And thank you, Dallas TRHT, for supporting us in providing our heart's work here to the community. Thank y'all. Bye.